Hello, in this video I will talk on the arrays. Consider that you read some values from user, and if you want to display them later on, so one way would be, for example, you declare A, B, C, and then you just store them, and then you maybe sort them in increasing order, decreasing order, or this might be some students, and then you just store the grades of the students. Consider that if you have hundreds of students and you would like to get the scores and store them, it wouldn't it would be very inefficient to declare hundreds or thousands of variables. So for this purpose, we use arrays. Arrays uh, uh, arrays are retrieved by the indexes, and so this is how we work with the arrays. So you say, for example, integer. Okay. So for the arrays. Okay. So let me just show the syntax. Okay. So this is how you declare the array. Let me show it this way. Okay. And so here you say you give the data type and then name of the array, and then here actually I'm sorry, not name of the array. So this is how you retrieve from the array, and this is how you declare that. You declare and then you give the name and then size, the initial size. Okay. um, so here, so let's use maybe A for this. Okay. And then let's say maybe 5, or okay, so maybe 5 items. Okay. And then semicolon, and after that let's let's put some values in them. So here I say for int I. Okay. And indexes starts from 0 and all the way to the end of the array. Okay. So I less than 5. Okay. And I plus plus, and let's display what it has. Okay. So each element is an integer, so let's use I, and then let me put 2 space characters, and then okay, so here we say A and square bracket I. Okay. Or okay, I, and then in here, so let's say printf, and let's go to the next line, and then let me say goodbye. Okay. So let me just run this. Okay. So here it displays the elements A0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. A4. Okay. So this iterates 5 times. And as you see here, if you don't initialize them, it might display 0 or some other garbage value. So all right, so let's do this. Let's say I want to put 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 in the array. So here, instead, okay, so let's keep this to display, and let me just copy and paste. Okay, so here I would say, so instead of printing, let's assign some values. So here I say A, I. Okay, so in the first iteration, this will be A0, A1, 2, so A0 and all the way to the A4. And assignment operator, and for the first element, if I want to put 10, so, and then in the second one 20, 30, and so on. So clearly there should be times 10. Okay, so I times, I'm sorry, here I times 10. Okay, so this will be 0 in the first iteration, but for the first element I want it to be 10 instead of 0. So this would be plus 1, okay, and then put in the parentheses, and then times 10. The first iteration, it will be 1 times 10, 10. Okay, so in the second iteration, when I is 1, so that is the second element. So 1 plus 1, 2 times 10, 20. Okay, and then we display that. So let me run it. Okay, it works. 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. And by the way, you can go outside of the index. So here, let's say we start from minus 2 and all the way to the 8. Okay, so this will iterate how many times? 10 times, right? Because I will be minus 2, minus 1, 0. No, I'm sorry, that will be 9 times. So minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I will be 7. So in the last iteration. So let's see what this displays. If I run it, okay, so it displays this. So this is in this highlighted part is the indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. And then this is index 5, index 6, index 7. Okay, and these are the some other random numbers. Okay, so it is, so in the runtime, so it will compile. So even if you do this, it compiles, but in the runtime you get some meaningless values. And instead of assigning in this way, we can also read from the user. Okay, so here let me delete them. So here let's use scanf. Okay, so here I say, okay, so let's do this. So percent, okay, percent I, and then ampersand this. And also let's prompt to user. So here printf. So let's say enter the, or let me do this, number 1. Okay, so how do I say number 1? So let me put dash, and in here I will say number 1, 2. So let's keep it simple. So 3 element. And so I want to say number, instead of saying number 0, number 1, number 2, let's say number 1, 2, 3. So here percent I, okay, and in here that would be I plus 1. Okay, so we prompt the user, and then we read an integer from the user and assign it to here. Okay, so in the first iteration we put in the A0 and then A1, A2. So here I will start from 0 and then 3. Okay, what else? Okay, so I can just display them. So let's see how this works. I run the program. Okay, it says number 1. Actually, let me stop it. So let's put a column and then a space character. Okay, number 1, let's say 5. Number 2, 6, and then 7. Okay, it displays 5, 6, 7. And also you can prompt the user. You can say how many numbers you will enter. For example, we can have int, okay, and let's say size, and then printf how many numbers, okay, and then let's do this scanf, okay, so %i, and then let's put it in the size, so ampersand size. Okay, so after we get that, instead of 5 I can do this size, and in here instead of 3 I can say size and size. Okay, so let me run this. How many numbers? Let's say 4. Number 1, okay, so 6. Number 2, 8, 10, 12. Okay, it displays that on the screen. I hope this is clear. Have a nice day.